Presence. And Presence, this is a big question that we had last week because you were going to see a secret screening. Holly was going to see something that Odeon do called Screen Unseen, I believe it is, which is exactly the same thing. And we were like, okay, is it going to be the same film? And I know because Superfan Nina has an Odeon Limitless card, and she was also going to see this. And it is the same film. So when it is the same film. So when Cineworld has like a secret screening and Odeon has a Screen Unseen, same film. So she went to see this, and she went to see it, and I have been being peppered because she saw this. I think this was Monday night, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Monday night.
It's
And
Monday.
yeah. Today is it was a Wednesday, was Monday night. And she's been peppering me with text ever since then, going, Presents. You gotta go watch it. I need to talk about this. I can't stop thinking about it. So I am intrigued to see what this is all about. Sharon, please tell us what Presents is. Tell us about Presents. Tell us what's going on here.
Okay, Presence is a strange little film. Basically, the story is set. There's an empty house, a big empty house, and when you first come in, the camera tracks from room to room. It's wandering from room to room. It's looking for something. It's lost. It's just looking out the windows. It's just looking around, and then the camera then retreats into the sort of closet, and then you become aware that you are seeing through the eyes of this third party. You are looking through the eyes of the presence. Now, you aren't aware of what your existence is in the same way that the presence doesn't really know what it is. And so you see everything through these eyes. You are the presence. And so when this empty house, then a family move in, you then go to look out the window to see, oh, who's moving in? And then when the estate agent comes, you're looking at the estate agent. And then when the family comes in, you move around. So you're not omnipotent, as in you don't see everything all at once. You are like a single entity. So you can only be in one place at a time. So when there's something going on in the house and you hear something else going on, and it's like, okay, what's going over there? So then you go through the house and you listen to another conversation. And it seems to be bound to the house because when things are happening outside, they're just like looking through the window, or you are looking through the window. So the whole film is you are basically, the camera goes where you are looking, where the presence is looking. So you're not actually self-aware about what you are, but you know that you're seeing what they're seeing and you're hearing what they're hearing.
Yeah.
And then
I
as
love
a
the idea
story,
of this film.
you understand that there's something going on with this family, that there's a mother and a father and their two teenage children, a son and a daughter. And the daughter's going through a bit of a crisis. She's lost a friend through quite traumatic circumstances, and she's really struggling with grief. And there's something going on with the mum, as in they're not quite sure whether it's sort of, because we don't know, because we don't see everything. We are not present to all the information. But something's happening with the mum, how there's either it's financial or whether it's sort of like their business, but maybe it might be illegal, but there's this concern that there's something going on there.
Yeah.
So we're witnessing these events. And as the story unfolds, we can see that there's something sinister is happening, but it's not connected to the presence. We are witnessing it, but we're not instigating it. So instead of having that sense of peril that, actually we're the creepy one, it's like, no, we just don't know what's going on because we aren't aware of ourselves. And so, yeah, you are literally following the events through the eyes of the unknown.
Yeah, so this is Steven Soderbergh, and it's Steven Soderbergh, so you expect that he's going to do something weird, because I think Steven Soderbergh has retired a couple of times now, and he only comes back when something piques his interest. So I'm like, yes, this sounds nice and lovely and weird. It makes me think a bit of like, do you know the old school black and white movie Lady in the Lake? That it's all told from a first person perspective of you're a detective, but all you see is what the detective sees. And a little bit like last year, we had In a Violent Nature, Sean, that just sort of like followed. Yeah. Like
that's it.
So,
that tracking shot. Yeah.
So
except the difference was that you actually saw in a violent nature
you saw the person,
but it just follows. So you are basically seeing it. Yeah.
So okay, now let's go into the nitty gritty. What did you think of this, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really interesting. Thanks to Sharon for explaining the whole thing to me, which I was, so yeah, and even Happy John. So yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I thought this was really, 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 a really, really interesting. Yeah, really interesting. And I mean, I have to say, like our super fan Nina I was thinking about it quite a lot, and I've been thinking about it, and I decided that I really liked this. I thought the acting was, well, most of them was really good. Not so sure about the brother, but
Oh, yeah, I was thinking it's probably going to be a kid, isn't it?
well, yeah,
They're all a bit older.
they're
They're not.
teenagers.
They're
Yeah,
not.
they're teenagers, like, but really, really, yeah, really, really interesting concept, and quite quite clever, I thought. I'm trying to think because we do not want to give away any spoilers in this. That's a
No.
total no, no. You need to, people need to go and see this. So yeah,
Yeah.
no. The more I thought about it, and when we came outside and we were talking about it, and Sharon explained the whole thing, I was like, oh yeah. So
Okay, you see now because I have been essentially, because I get to see an average one film a week. This is pretty much already the film I know I'm going to see next week, because Superfan Nina has threatened me and told me that I need to go see this film because she needs to talk about it with somebody. And it's like some of her, because she tends to agree with you out of all of us. She agrees with you the most, Sean. And she says it is very good. I can't stop thinking about it. It's done very well. She's like, she can't stop thinking about how well it's done. And then I got the next day I got a message saying, I can't stop thinking about presents and what it meant. Go see it immediately and speak to me about it. And I think she had a similar thing to you, as in she saw the film and then she came out and she was kind of like, hang on, wait, what does it mean? What does that bit mean? There's a bit in the middle. I might need to go see this again because I wasn't quite sure what happened in the middle. It sounds like it was a bit like what happened with you and with Sharon, where Sharon had to do it. Okay, yeah, it was presents. I almost lost it halfway through. It was like a Hitchcock-esque movie. Can you please go and see it, please? I need to talk to someone about it. It's either incredibly clever or I didn't get it.
yeah.
So Sharon, what do you reckon? Is it incredibly clever, or is it just that no, some people just aren't going to get it?
Yes and no. I think because I when I first went in there, when it came up as like a 15, there these things, I was like, oh no, I don't want to watch a scary one. This is not supposed to be scary film. This is supposed to be the secret screening, not the screaming. And then I was a bit like tense at the beginning, so I think I was a bit hyper alert, looking for everything. And there's a couple of things that if you notice them early on, it almost like you get some clues. They're like some breadcrumbs. And then a couple of way through, again, there was like a couple of breadcrumbs. I was like, okay, that if you pick up on them, it explains most of the story.
Yeah.
And so at the end of it, it was like, well, yeah, that was, it's there are hints
Our
throughout the
Sharon's
story.
smart. Our Sharon's smart girl.
I think we might need to do like do a Zoom webinar where we have like a presence therapy where everybody gets together and we just sit okay, now everybody sit down and Sharon's gonna tell us exactly what you didn't understand. So all right, cool.
No, I thought it was clever. I thought, again, I was glad that it wasn't. There's the odd moment of peril, but then you begin to think like, actually, no, this is not suddenly going to turn into anything horrific.
Poltergeist.
A poltergeist sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's sort of, it's like we're trying to find out what's going on, and so we are looking through the eyes of the presence as well. And so we understand there, and then, but yeah, there's a couple of scenes that basically explain the whole film, but you don't know it at the time.
All right. And how many stars would you give it?
What, me? Yeah, I'd give it a very high 3-star. I'd give it a very high 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 3 again. Again, I think I'd give a strong 3 because again, there's a couple of things I picked up on, and I thought, wow, for me, I picked some of those indicators early.
That's it. I would say the same as Sharon. It was really, really good, really clever, really interesting. But yeah, there was a couple of things, but I still give it a strong 3.
But no, it's worth it. It's worth it. Entertaining. I liked it. There's the odd moment of jumpy moments, but nothing that would make you go, "Oh, I'm not watching that." Because some people have said to me, "Oh, it was scary." It's like, no, it wasn't. We're getting there. But you feel a slight bit of uncertainty.
You did jump once though, and I think
I
John
jumped
did
once,
as well.
yeah.
Me,
John
jump.
did. We both did, but that's not because of anything that. Yeah, that's because.
They ride aside.
Okay. No spoilers.
Yeah, we did
I
jump
want to go there. I want to go there and jump on my own lonesome without expecting it and not tell anybody that I did. All right, so so let us go